What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Tony Khan attacked, Roman Reigns in the draft, the original plans for the Tribal Chief revealed, nobody expected a WWE star's release, Wrestlemania in the UK, is Drew McIntyre's theme coming back, Jimmy Uso injured, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. As always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, Jericho promo, Big Bill and Jericho Alliance. Chris Jericho was in fine form, cutting a promo where he told the fans he won the FTW title for them and revealing it's for the world. Jericho showed his usual skill, blurring the line between babyface and heel by saying everything he did, including clobbering Hook with a baseball bat, was for everyone's benefit. AEW added a new layer to Jericho's self-appointed role as the learning tree when Big Bill showed up and told Jericho he wanted to sit under the learning tree. A Big Bill-Jericho alliance has the potential to elevate Big Bill, a wrestler who despite his reign as AEW World Tag Team Champion with Ricky Starks hasn't done much of anything in AEW. Number 2, Powerhouse Hobbs comes through. Although last night's Jon Moxley vs Powerhouse Hobbs was another instance of a big man coming up short, the match itself was action-packed and made Powerhouse look like a star. The problem, of course, is that you can only look like a star while losing so many times before the fans label you a loser. Hobbs is too good for that role, but it's unclear whether AEW plans to push Powerhouse or continue using him as Don Callis' muscle. Bonus points to Moxley, who went out of his way to talk up his opponent with a pre-match promo. Number 3, Women's Division improving gradually. AEW's Women's Division continues to show progress as it makes baby steps every week toward becoming something to look forward to rather than to change the channel or fast forward through. Anna Jay vs Mina Shirakawa was a strong match that featured 2 of AEW's best talents, and as we pointed out before, Dynamite should only include the best workers from the women's roster. The post-match angle involving Toni Storm, Maria May, and Serena Deeb provided some extra excitement, and while it's ridiculous that Mercedes Moné still hasn't wrestled, her segment with Willow Nightingale added drama to the show. Will Ospreay face turn simmering. How long will it take Will Ospreay before he splits from the Don Callis family? His statement that he's not going to risk Roderick Strong's health by using the Tiger Driver when he challenges Strong was not well received by Callis, who told Ospreay he doesn't care how many broken necks Strong has. Kyle Fletcher's interaction with Callis was intriguing as Callis dismissed him, suggesting Fletcher might join Ospreay in bailing on Callis. What makes this storyline compelling is that AEW is keeping fans guessing about when Ospreay will split and what will trigger him, and the Elite take out Tony Khan. AEW President Tony Khan made a rare on-air appearance, and what an appearance it was as he welcomed Jack Perry back to AEW only for the scapegoat to sucker punch him and nick a Matt Jackson to follow up with an EVP trigger on Tony. The angle was shocking to say the least and could help jumpstart AEW with a power struggle between the Elite and Tony Khan. While critics may dismiss Khan's appearance as a publicity stunt, they're missing the point. Khan has rarely appeared on AEW TV, which makes the attack mean more. While AEW has to be careful with how often Tony Khan shows up, this storyline has plenty of potential if handled correctly. AEW has never done an evil authority figure storyline, so fans will likely be invested in seeing what type of spin it puts on it. It was also cool to see Shad Khan also looking out for his son. Dude really looked like his son had just been beaten down for real. That was nothing bad tonight, a refreshing change for AEW's flagship program, and of course nothing downright ugly. The lack of bad segments and downright ugly make last night's Dynamite a big win for AEW, which it hasn't had many lately. Even if the ratings don't show an increase, AEW should continue producing high quality shows like this because change doesn't happen overnight. What did you guys think of Dynamite last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at the draft rules revealed. Atop of today's news is a detailed report on the upcoming 2024 WWE Draft, including the draft's rules as well as who can be drafted. While past drafts weren't always clear about the rules, they seem to be striving for transparency with the rules as seen by a recent tweet listing the draft details. Night 1 this Friday on SmackDown, Night 2 on Monday on Raw. On SmackDown there will be 4 rounds totaling 16 picks. On Raw there will be 6 rounds totaling 24 picks. Champions on each brand are protected. Women's Tag Team Champions are eligible. SmackDown will make the first pick on Friday. Raw will make the first pick on Monday. Rosters will lock on Monday, May 6th. Protecting their two brands champions by locking them to respective shows is a departure from past years. However, the rule that the women's tag team champions are eligible is puzzling, as the champions previously defended the belts not only on Raw and SmackDown but even NXT. But does this mean the WWE is going to add a second women's tag title? Who knows, but the WWE is holding Backlash France on 4th May, which means that this may be the last time Raw and SmackDown superstars compete on their respective brands for a while. Next up, Jimmy Uso injured. Now, there seems to be another major injury. Fightful Select is reporting that Jimmy Uso is out of action with an undisclosed injury. There's no news as of yet as to how long the former tag team champion will be out of action for. Jimmy last wrestled at Wrestlemania 40, where he's defeated by his brother Jay, and it looks like Jimmy is set for a babyface turn as he's kicked out of the Bloodline on SmackDown following Wrestlemania 40. We're wishing him a speedy recovery. Next up, can Roman Reigns be drafted? Speaking of the 2024 draft, is Roman Reigns eligible for this year's talent swap? WWE answered this question with a tweet announcing that these WWE superstars are eligible to be drafted in the 2024 draft this Friday. The WWE's tweet included a photo of various superstars, including Roman Reigns. Although Reigns is currently on hiatus, it'll be interesting to see whether he stays on the blue brand or heads to Raw, especially given Solo Sikoa's recent power play on SmackDown. Next up, WWE's original plan for the Tribal Chief revealed. There's interesting news concerning the WWE's original plans for Roman Reigns following his 2020 heel turn. During an appearance on the Gorilla Position YouTube show, Main Event Jay discussed the WWE's initial plans for Roman following his alliance with Paul Heyman. At first, I think the first angle that Roman was supposed to have was with The Fiend, but I don't think The Fiend would have elevated the Tribal Chief the way it came through me. It was just leveling up every single week. This plan seems plausible as it would have created a high-profile opponent for Roman. However, there may have been a concern that Roman vs. The Fiend program might have been risky, especially in the light of their perception among some fans and wrestlers that feuds with The Fiend actually diminished his opponents rather than elevating them. Instead, the WWE had Roman feud with his cousin Jay, a program Main Event Jay credits with elevating his career. And definitely leveled up during the pandemic. In 2020, there was no one there, right? It was literally Paul Heyman, Hunter, me, and Roman Reigns. That's the most interaction I've ever had with them. It was more intimate than ever. Actually, we all learned together on how to elevate each other. We ain't got no people here. Now we gotta bleed through these cameras. Do you think the Roman Reigns vs. Fiend feud would have worked? Especially early on in Roman's heel turn? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, nobody expected WWE Star's release. It looks like many people in the WWE were very shocked by Cameron Grimes' recent release, as Fightful Select is reporting that we're told that Cameron Grimes' release was unexpected by many in the company for various reasons. One was that his skill set and track record did not match with the others that were cut from the company. While he'd been with WWE for over 5 years, he'd gotten over in NXT and seemed to constantly improve in the ring. Another reason the release was a surprise was that Grimes was at last week's SmackDown and actually a regular at TV even when he wasn't being used. While many fans are excited when Cameron appeared on SmackDown, his main purpose seemed to be putting over other talent and there seemed to be no direction for him. Were you surprised by Grimes' release? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, London Mayor wants Wrestlemania. Could fans in the UK see Wrestlemania held in London, England? Current Mayor Sadiq Khan recently tweeted that if he's re-elected on 2nd May, he'll assemble a task force to bring more US-based sporting events to London. London is already the sporting capital of the world. If I'm re-elected next Thursday, we'll go even further. We'll look to bring Wrestlemania, Super Bowl and the NBA to London and put together another bid for the 2040 Olympics. However, the Wrestling Observer Figure 4 Online reminded readers it doesn't seem like a UK Wrestlemania is in the WWE's immediate plans. Company President Nick Khan stated last week that WWE has decided its big 5 PLEs, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series and Money in the Bank, should be in the US or Canada. The goal is for WWE's other PLEs to take place from international locations. While that may be the case, Triple H also retweeted Sadiq Khan's tweet saying, "Let's talk." Now, the logistics of bringing a WrestleMania over to the UK could be phenomenally hard, but would you want WrestleMania in the UK? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, broken dreams for Drew McIntyre? Is Drew McIntyre facing more broken dreams? McIntyre's dreams of being World Heavyweight Champion were dashed at WrestleMania 40 after he won the title, only for Damian Priest to successfully cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. However, in this case, we're talking about the belief that they may bring Drew's previous entrance theme, Broken Dreams, back. WrestleTalk is reporting that the WWE's Facebook page posted Drew's classic theme song and his entrance video. It garnered plenty of attention. Would you guys like to see the WWE revive Drew's classic theme? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, The Undertaker signs a new Legends deal. Last but not least, The Undertaker won't be leaving the WWE in the near future as he's inked a new contract with the company. PW Insider reports Taker signed the deal, no word on how long, but it's unlikely the 59-year-old icon will work anywhere else. But there you have it folks, our look at Dynamite as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.